So in this lesson, you're going to hear a dialogue between two coworkers, Sarah and Mark. They're talking about a deadline that's coming up for a project that they're doing at work. And I want to see if you're able to answer this question. What does Mark suggest that they do tomorrow morning? Okay, so now let's listen to a dialogue where Mark and Sarah are talking. Then we'll review the dialogue together with the subtitles and review the vocabulary afterwards. Are you ready? Let's give it a try.
Hey, Mark, have you had a chance to look at the new project brief yet?
Not yet, Sarah. I've been swamped with other tasks. What's the deadline for it?
It's due by the end of next week, but I think we should start organizing our approach sooner rather than later.
Agreed. How about we meet tomorrow morning to go over the details and divide the tasks?
Sounds good to me. I've already started brainstorming some ideas, so we can use that as a starting point.
Perfect. Let's make sure we allocate enough time to each aspect of the project to ensure it's completed smoothly.
Definitely. I'll draft an agenda for our meeting to keep us on track.
Great. And once we've organized our plan, we can delegate responsibilities to the team members accordingly.
Exactly. With a well-organized approach, I'm confident we can meet the deadline with quality results.
Agreed. Thanks for taking the initiative to get this started, Sarah. Let's make this project a success.
So, were you able to answer the comprehension question? I hope so. The correct answer is that Mark suggested that they have a meeting tomorrow morning to discuss the new project. But now let's review this dialogue and its vocabulary. This time, I would like you to tell me why Mark hasn't reviewed the new project brief yet.
Hey, Mark, have you had a chance to look at the new project brief yet?
Not yet, Sarah. I've been swamped with other tasks. What's the deadline for it?
It's due by the end of next week, but I think we should start organizing our approach sooner rather than later.
Agreed. How about we meet tomorrow morning to go over the details and divide the tasks?
Sounds good to me. I've already started brainstorming some ideas, so we can use that as a starting point.
Perfect. Let's make sure we allocate enough time to each aspect of the project to ensure it's completed smoothly.
Definitely. I'll draft an agenda for our meeting to keep us on track.
Great. And once we've organized our plan, we can delegate responsibilities to the team members accordingly.
Exactly. With a well-organized approach, I'm confident we can meet the deadline with quality results.
Agreed. Thanks for taking the initiative to get this started, Sarah. Let's make this project a success.
So Mark has not reviewed the project brief yet. A brief is a summary of all the information about a given subject. But Mark hasn't had time to read this brief yet because he was swamped. Swamped meaning that he was very busy and he was weighed down with a lot to do. Now this is a swamp. As you can see, it's a muddy area. And if you walk through here, you would feel weighed down with mud. That's how Mark feels. He's so busy that he feels weighed down. He feels swamped. But Mark does ask about the deadline or the date when the project is due. Sarah says, I've already started brainstorming some ideas, so we can use that as a starting point. Brainstorming means to come up with a lot of ideas, more ideas than you even need, so that you can decide which one is best later. So Mark says, perfect. Let's make sure to allocate enough time to each aspect of the project to ensure it's completed smoothly. So Mark wants to allocate enough time or schedule enough time, allow enough time to do each part of the project. Sarah says, I'll draft an agenda for our meeting to keep us on track. So draft means that you're making a rough outline of something. So this document is not formal, it's not polished. It's just your first try at writing something. You should write several drafts before turning in your final paper. And Sarah is drafting an agenda. An agenda is a list of things that you want to talk about in your meeting. Sarah wants to stay on track, meaning she wants to stay focused. As you know, it's easy to lose focus and to jump from one topic to the next. The agenda is a helpful tool to make sure that everything goes as planned. So Mark says, great. And once we've organized our plan, we can delegate responsibilities to the team accordingly. Delegate meaning that Mark will assign tasks to each member, so he is delegating tasks to people. Mark also thanks Sarah for taking the initiative and getting started with the project. Initiative meaning that Sarah took the first steps to get started with the project. So she reminded Mark about the upcoming deadline, she already brainstormed some ideas, and she's drafting the agenda. She's really taking the initiative and getting things done for the company. Now, if you would like to take the initiative to master this vocabulary, you can take this vocabulary building quiz on my Fluency King website. The link is in the description box below. And if you're interested in improving your business English for meetings, also try my Udemy course, where you can learn the best phrases for leading a meeting and dealing with challenging conversations. So join over 5,000 of my students in one of my highest ranked courses on Udemy. The link is in the description box below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for even more English lessons with me. I plan to finally start posting more regularly here on YouTube, and I'm really excited to help you with your English journey. Until next time, check out this video about some of the best study methods that you can try for improving your English the fastest. As always, thanks so much for watching, and happy practicing until next time.